Good afternoon everyone and welcome to CARP Gurus. Now I know it's a bit late, but before we go any further I want to wish my subscribers a happy new year, and as always thank you for watching. Anyway, as you've probably noticed, I'm back in the bivvy, which means I'm back on the bank, and yes, I'm finally back out there fishing. So where am I? I'm at Cudmore Fisheries, and on this occasion I'll be doing a 48-hour session on George's Lake. One minute. They call them scaly bangers now, don't they, and stuff like that, but as far as I'm concerned it's a belter. Okay guys, so it's update time. It's now around 6 PM and yeah, this is a setup. Nothing's happened so far. The light's fading, so I've just refreshed all of my rods ready for the night ahead. Yeah, I'm aware it's a 2-rod rule, but the lake's practically empty. There's one gentleman at the other end of the lake, and then at this end of the lake there's myself, and then the bivvy you can see in the distance is actually my dad's, as he's joining me on this session, so that's why there's 3 rods out. So yeah, that's that. Nothing's happened so far. Tactics wise, I've gone for the solid bag approach. It's really cold. The last thing I want to start doing is piling in the bait, so I've gone for 3 rods and 3 solid bags. There's islands in front of me. I know there's an instant attraction to cast tight to the islands, but you're only getting around 1 foot of water there. So I thought if I come off around 1.5, 2 rods off the islands, I'm getting a much better depth of water there. So that's where I've placed the rods, and I think that gives me much more chance of catching a carp in these conditions. So yeah, all the rods are fanned out in front of the peg in open water. My dad's basically doing the same, and yeah, if something happens tonight, obviously I'll be right back at you. If not, this will be my last update, and I will catch up with you all in the morning. Well guys, here we are. This is my very first fish of 2023, taking on my first session of 2023. And yeah, look at this absolute brute of a mirror carp, 25-pound one, taking on the tactics that I told you I was using earlier. Solid bags, fished in the open water spots, the deeper spots, and yeah, this is the result, 25-pound one, and what an excellent start to the session. You know what time it is? It's update time. So, it's now around 1 p.m. and yeah, to be honest, there's not really anything to report. Obviously, we had that amazing carp in the night, rolling in at £25 one. And yeah, what an amazing start to the year. First fish of the year on my first session of the year. Boom. Well made up with that one. Anyway, plan of attack for today. Well, to be honest, after slipping back that carp, what wildlife out here, isn't there? Anyway, after slipping back that carp, I got on the bed chair and I fell asleep. I've been working nights before I came on this session. So yeah, I got on the bed chair, fell asleep, and yeah, when I opened my eyes, it was like near enough 1 p.m. So yeah, I must have really needed the sleep. I was really tired. But yeah, now I'm raring to go. The rods have been refreshed and recast and was set for the day. Tactics wise, nothing's changed. Definitely at Cudmore, the winning tactics seem to be solid bags with small hook baits, i.e. wafters, 8mm, 10mm, 12mm maximum size, I'd say. Yeah, that's definitely what's working. If you've been following me for a while, you'll probably know that I do like my boilie baiting and fishing over big beds of boilies. And I will be doing that as we head into the summer months. But definitely, as it stands right now, winning tactics for Cudmore, if you're thinking of coming down, I'd definitely go with a solid bag and a small wafter with no other freebies, literally just the PVA bag on its own. Yeah, that's definitely what seems to be doing the damage. So yeah, none of the tactics have changed. It's just been a case of refreshing the rods and getting them back out there. In regard to my dad, nothing's happened for him. I wouldn't say he's doing anything wrong. I think it's just a case of location. As we know, location's very important, but obviously at this time of year as well, in sub-zero temperatures, location really is key. So yeah, he's refreshed and recast his rods as well, and he's just persevering with it. So yeah, that's where we're at. One fish so far for me, and yeah, as it stands right now, we're just going to kick back, enjoy the day, drink lots of coffee, and when there's something to update you with, of course I'll update you. Let's take a look at the setup I'm using on this session. So yeah, as I've already said, I'm using solid bags, and when I'm using solid bags, I opt for the Avid PVA stems. So yeah, that's an Avid PVA stem you can see there. I've teamed that up with a Fox inline 3-ounce lead, and what I found in my experience is that the Avid PVA stems and the Fox inline leads fit together perfectly. So yeah, that's the reason I'm using those components for my setup. And then as we slowly move down to the hook link, what you'll notice is that I've got a short rig, which is correct. I've got a nice supple braid of around 2.5 to 3 inches, and there's two reasons for that. First of all, when combined with an inline lead, it provides a very aggressive setup, and secondly, it makes loading your solid bag a lot easier with a nice short hook link. On to the hook then. The hook itself is a size 4 wide gape. I've got silicone over the eye of the hook and silicone on the shank of the hook, blowback style. That's basically just to enhance the hooking properties of the setup and stop that hair wafting all over the place. And then finally, onto the hook bait, I'm using 10mm wafters. And when I use 10mm wafters with the size 4 wide gapes, it provides a very balanced setup. What you'll get is basically your hook lying flat on the lake bed, so it's still technically, nailed down. It's not wafting all over the place, but with the element of buoyancy in your wafter in the 10mm size, it's just enough to make the hair sit upright. So you've got your hook lying flat on the lake bed, and you've got the hair sitting upright due to the buoyancy of the wafter, and the wafter can still waft over all those pellets that you put in the solid bag. So yeah, really balanced setup, and in my opinion, it gives you the best of both worlds. Good evening everyone, it's update time. So it's now around 7 p.m. and yeah, the rods have been redone and I'm ready to roll for the night ahead. It's been absolutely quiet all day, nothing's happened. But the positives are I've had a lot of line bites, and there's been carp topping in front of my peg, and there's been carp topping in front of my dad's peg. So it's looking very positive, and the fish do seem much more active as we head into this second night. So yeah, as it stands, we're still on the one fish which I caught, and yeah, we're heading into this second night feeling confident. My rods have been redone, my dad's rods have been redone, and yeah, the rest is up to the carp. If anything happens, obviously I'll reach out to you during the night. If not, my next update will be in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It's time for the final update. So yeah, in regards to myself, no fish caught last night. However, I did get a fair few line bites, so I do feel there was fish in and around the area I was fishing, but sadly, nothing materialised from that. So I am ending this session on one fish caught, and yeah, what a great fish it was. As for my dad, his peg was absolutely dead last night. No line bites and no fish caught. But you know what? He's fished really well, and we all know in carp fishing, sometimes that's just how it goes. All you can do is turn up, give it your best, use the knowledge you've gained from years of fishing, and hopefully catch a carp or two. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. This is me checking out, and as always, thank you for watching Carp Gurus, and remember, like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on all that carpy action.
Carp Gurus.